Beside me is a virus, more specifically SARS-CoV-2, the one responsible for COVID-19. It's because of it and many others like HIV and Ebola that viruses have a terrible reputation. But in the future, they could save lives. Say hello to another type of virus. It's a bacteriophage, or phage for short. There are more species of phage than any other creature in the world. They are also the most abundant organic entity, with their numbers totaling about 10 to the power of 31. That's 1 trillion phages for every grain of sand in this entire planet.
Phages infect and kill bacteria by landing on the surface and injecting their genetic material, forcing it to produce duplicates of the virus until it can do no more and it explodes. This bacteria killing property could be super useful.
Why? Because bacteria are starting to become a massive threat. Superbugs are a type of bacteria that have evolved and became immune to antibiotics, our main method of treating patients. Already thousands die each year, but if we don't find a new cure, millions will. I am talking 10 million deaths per year by 2050. That's more than what cancer currently kills. Phages kill bacteria, so why not inject them into patients to cure superbugs? This idea is known as phage therapy. Amazingly, the injected viruses won't make the patient even more sick. This is because most viruses are highly specific in what they infect.
You see, for a virus to infect any cell, it must first bind to what's known as a receptor that's on its outside of its potential host. And different kinds of cells have different receptors.
And just like every key only fits into one lock, most viruses can only infect certain similar cells. That's why HIV doesn't infect cats and phages don't infect humans. What's more, different species of phage infect different species of bacteria, which means we could engineer phage therapy to have a property that antibiotics doesn't have: the ability to selectively kill bacteria. This means that good bacteria, like Bacteroides micron, could be spared, while others, like Salmonella, could be eradicated. Phage therapy has already saved lives, such as in the case of a Californian who's diagnosed with a superbug known as Acinetobacter baumannii. So great! Why don't we use phages all the time? Well, that's because there are some problems. One of these is the difficulty of growing large amounts of phages. Another is that the inherent selectivity of viruses means that different types of phage therapy have to be developed for different infections. Also, for effective treatment, doctors must first take the time to diagnose what the problematic bacteria is before prescribing any medicine. Antibiotics are failing us, so an alternative like phage therapy could be vital for us. It won't be as ubiquitous or easy to use as antibiotics, but the results will be the same or even better. Although before we go and inject ourselves with thousands of phages, we must first study them more. Unfortunately, viruses are fascinating and complex, and perhaps this terrible pandemic could inspire many of us to go and research them. And who knows, maybe one day, viruses could repent their sins by saving many millions.